Yeah, Boi Mali is an artist. Boi Mali is a singer. Boi Mali is a musician. Boi Mali is a professional fashion model. Boi Mali is a father. Boi Mali is a husband. Boi Mali is a brother. Boi Mali basically is everything concerned about art. Yeah, I started officially, professionally, my music career in 2022. That's like last year. But back in days, I used to sing in church. I used to sing, do a lot of freestyling at home with my friends, with my homies, at parties, house parties, until in 22 when I decided to record my music. I started to make it like, professional. That's when I started my artistically, take it serious. Yeah, that's one of my favorite questions. I describe my music as a medicine, a herb, a drug. How can I say it? My music heals people. My music heals sick people mentally, physically, emotionally, financially. I don't know how I can describe that, but I guess in my simple words, my music is medicine. So it's good. When you listen to my music, you're going to feel something different, special. Either when you're stressed, whether when you're sick, whatever kind of mood you're in, it's going to switch you up to another vibe. That's why most time when I say Boi Mali is a vibe, I mean it, and I really mean it, because trust me, listen to my music, you're gonna feel the difference. Yeah, sure. I'll start with Malaika. That song like every day love ikanga mande, love kanjiteka kuchipande. I can make you feel alright. Hey yo Muwakanda. Yo, that's my one of my favorite song, because when I listen it makes me feel like that's Boi Mali, the way the sound, the way it sounded, the way that song, the way I wrote it, it's like full of love and energy. Number two song is Tula Kadalako, because that song was full of energy. It made me start recording my music like professionally, recording it into studio. So I love Tula Kadalako because it's like, masculine, it's like fearless song. I like it. I like bad girl balage, bad girl balage, bad girl balage. Yo, most of you guys know that song. That song is a hit. I'm telling you, it can't leave you the same. Once you listen to that song, you're going to vibe. I love Namakula because it's like jazz drums, African drums, and it's funny the way I came to make that song. I was like, in the original song, I was supposed to record it alone, but I realized, I have my brothers around who got cool vibes, so I had to call my brother Rich Daniels to come and put some vocals into that song, and it turned out like unexpectedly the way I was expecting to turn out. It's like it's a hit. Everything is cool on that song Namakula. So Namakula is my third favorite song. Then I have another song called Rockstar. I'm a fashion icon. Yeah, I like your alligator looks. Yo, that song is also good. I have a lot, but I love more of my music. That's the funny part. Where when I say my favorite, that's all the songs I listen most of the time. But all my music, I like it. It's my favorite. Oh yeah. Okay. On this one, I'm going to be honest, like totally honest. I don't like. I'm a realist. I don't like faking. I don't like. I don't like even to fake to myself. I like to be true to myself. What keeps me motivating? The things I've gone through. As a man, as a boy child. The way where I come from, my background, my culture, all the things. The trauma I've gone through in life, with my family, with my siblings, I myself personally. So when I think about it, and it motivates me, and I keep doing music. When I keep doing music, when I write music, when I listen to music, when I sing music, when I speak music, it keeps me motivating. When I think of the trauma, I realize I can put the trauma and the anger and the sadness and the depression. I don't know, a lot is going on, and I know I'm not the one who's facing those challenges on this generation. But what keeps me motivating and moving on a daily basis to be like fearless, my music, the music. It's not only about my music, because I listen to a lot of different kind of music. You know what I'm saying? That's new. That's new to me, especially the one Monica. But Neptune King is another person in my brain. That big man in my head is been like somebody I talk to. I know each and every one of you guys out there. You guys, you find sometimes you're talking to yourself, you have that voice telling you to do shit, to get shit done. So that Neptune King is the big man. He's telling me right now it's the time to get into the vibe, and you start recording music, you start doing music. When I'm down, that Neptune King guy is the guy who tells me to do shit, to get shit done. He motivates me, keeps me on my toes. That's Neptune. A lot of you won't understand, but that's Neptune King. So even when I'm recording in the studio, have like when I smoke up my J, like Neptune King is like, yo, let's do it, let's go, let's do it, That's Neptune King. Yo.
As a new parent, what does fatherhood mean to you?
Well, that's a sensitive question, because this used to be in my dreams as a teenage boy. I used to dream to have a kid, but when my kid came unexpectedly, it was a bit challenging. But thank to the baby mama, to the mother of my child, she was there for me. She really showed me that she's strong. At a certain point, I felt like she's stronger than me. But when the child came into my life, everything, like, it was like opening. It was like another page opening. Everything changed. I feel like love that I never felt before. I felt real love, and I can't right now. There is nothing I can do without thinking about my child. I can't do decision without including my child. You know what I'm saying? Being a parent is really good, because it gives you responsibilities, and it keeps you moving. It keeps your blood moving when you see your legacy. Having a child is like having a legacy. You're raising a human being, which is really important to most of us. That's another tricky question too. Oh my. Okay, I'm gonna start with internationally. Internationally, I love Kendrick Lamar. I just fuck with Kendrick Lamar's music. I mean, apart from music, like the way he does his art is really interesting. I am a rapper, but I feel like sometimes before I came to know Kendrick Lamar, I used to feel like I have when I sing, when I talk, sometimes my voice has changed. I can speak in a low voice, sometimes I can speak in a high voice, So, but when I listen to this dude, the way he was rapping, like, in his songs, like, he keeps moving in two different vibes. So I looked up to him, and he's good. I looked up in pop music. I looked up the legend Michael Jackson, because he was really an entertainer. I myself, apart from being a rapper, musician, I like entertaining. So I loved Michael Jackson. I I look to several artists. I have this might sound like how can I say, but sometimes I love ladies' music. You know, I love Rihanna. I love Rihanna's music. She's really dope. She's fearless. You know, sometimes I come to think like if in the other version if she was a man, how would she even done, you know, would have been like, you know, something different, you know. I listen to a lot of music. I don't have specific, I listen to different artists according to my vibes, according to my mood, which I am, you know. Back at home, back in Africa where I come from, I listen to South Soul, I listen to Irene Nambilu, I listen to Dr. Jose Chameleon, you know, a lot of artists are back then there, you know. But it's all what it is. It's about music. It's about artistic. You know, you have to look artists like you look to what artists been there, and then you contribute, and then you build onto that, and then you create. You become creative. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I won't say I have specific artists, but I love all generally artists who are really hardworking. You know, and giving us the roots and the foundation as upcoming artists. You know, to do to change the future, to do the good music to this world, you know what I'm saying? Wow. That's my favorite question now. Okay, number one rule, I like smoking. I'm going to say this, I'm not going to lie to everybody out there. I like smoking. You know why? Because I myself, I feel like if I wake up in a day and I don't smoke, I'm going to be boring to everybody, you know. I'm going to be dull. I won't get done, shit get done, you know. I'll be like in a different world. That's what I like to do in my free time. Secondly, I like to listen to my previous work in my free time, because it makes me to see my mistakes, to see where my challenges, to see where I can do more better, you know. And I like to talk to my son. My son really, when I see him, it reflects me. It's like my reflection. So I used to hear stories about me when I was a kid, and then when I see my son, he's like doing the same shit. So I'm like, yo, this is cool. This is really interesting. But I like looking around, you know, different traveling. I myself, I get bored easily sometimes, so I'm like upbeat. I like to be on the move, you know. I like my energy to be like this, to be on the move. Sometimes I like to be outdoors, sometimes I like to be indoors, sometimes I like to be in party environment, sometimes I like to be in alone time, like, you know. I can even refuse to pick up calls when I'm in my mode, you know, to set up my mood, to build my energy, to reset my system, to how can I describe it? I mean, everybody needs it, I think so. I mean there is a time when your spirit needs to be like, you know, to recharge. I know I might sound crazy, but we need to be recharged. We're like phones, like, you know, we need to recharge. You need to recharge sometimes. I fuck with that shit because it helps me to become Boi Mali. It helps me to be me. It helps me to put the negativity aside. It helps me to ignore all the bad things, you know, bad thoughts, you know, and it helps me to move on. By the time I come out from that session, I can tolerate any bullshit coming around, you know me, any good stuff, any good energy, any good opportunities, I can grab it, you know. That's what I do in my free time to recharge, and, you know, that's what makes Boi Mali. Before we go, I would like to shout out to the guy who makes this shirt. Is Marvin. This is Marvin Classic. He's my brother from America. It's been good, you know. He's been giving me a nice haircut since I came into West Virginia. So guys who are in United States, you can reach out. You can follow him on Instagram, you know, and support him. You know, we're supposed to support each other. That's how we move on in this world. Yeah. Wow. that's that's how I was for the question. Well, apparently, I don't have much. I won't say that. I mean, I can't see what is the future holding for Boi Mali, because this is a different country. It's a different culture. Obviously, I got a lot to learn. You know, from down to learn the American culture, and I love the fact that opportunities are here. You know, there is a lot going on. You know, but for Boi Mali specifically, I'm planning to improve on my education level, first of all. Secondly, I want to continue with my music career. Secondly, I'm a hardworking man, and America is for hardworking people. You can't be in America when you're not hardworking. Otherwise, your life doesn't make sense, man. So you can't be like on a move. So as Boi Mali, that's my vibe. In America, it's like I'm in the right place at exactly time. You know what I'm saying? So expect a lot from me. You know, since 22, I came in America. Expect a lot. I'm going to be coming up with a lot. You know, and I thank God. I thank the universe that each and every day I meet good people. You know, so expect a lot for the Boi Mali in America. It's gonna be late. It's gonna be massive. Peace out.